In 1999, Cartoon Network made a horror comedy satire on the movie The Blair Witch Project, this time having the Mystery Gang as a protagonist. The short film shows a group from the cartoon going through a real-life forest to research on a ghost or monster many people claim to see in there. The usual voice actors for the gang recorded their lines over a phone to get that found footage feeling, and the actual footage was recorded in only one day. The special itself has this really unique style to it, with how it blends both real-life footage and the cartoon style of Scooby Doo. Before we get into the full special, there was a promotional video made for it where we see a cop speaking to people about finding a duffel bag in the woods. The bag contained 24 hours worth of Scooby Doo episodes. Someone asks about the whereabouts of the kids, and the cop says that he can't discuss that and they'll just have to watch the marathon. The special originally aired between ad breaks of a Scooby Doo Where Are You Halloween marathon, and was later re-aired in its full form. This is the Scooby Doo Project. In October 1999, 4 teenage sleuths and their Great Dane got lost in the woods while in search of a mystery. This is their story. We see Velma, who tells us that they're recording a documentary for a mystery they're investigating. She introduces us to the rest of the gang.
Red Jones and Daphne Blake.
Hey, how you doing?
Of course, I want to play myself in the movie version, and that's Norville Rogers.
It's Shaggy! Like nobody calls me normal!
Shaggy, who now has the camera, shows us some Scooby snacks, and we cut to the gang interviewing people in the village near the forest to ask if they think it's haunted. One person says about how their grandma used to tell them stories about a monster that lives up in the woods. Another tells us about an encounter he had with it. They interview multiple people that all say there's a monster living in the forest. However, the monster they describe is different with each person. The final person they speak to is an old woman, who tells them that the woods are cursed and they should stay away from them.
Like I bet she never goes near a dentist either.
Shaggy!
We see them in the mystery van driving into the woods, and Shaggy points out that the forest looks more realistic than usual.
Yeah, realistic.
They leave the van and start to trek into the woods. The van also looks really cool as well, it's almost one-to-one. They arrive at the cemetery where they plan to camp for the night, Shaggy already wanting to turn back. Velma tries to explain about the history of the place. They set the tent up and Velma tells a ghost story before they sleep.
Luring eyes and a piercing scream like...
Like this isn't a ghost story. We were all there. It turned out to be that old ship's captain, remember?
They get woken up to the sound of a monster outside their tent moving around outside of it. The camera cuts and we see them leave the tent. Daphne says there's a pile of Scooby snacks outside, and Shaggy makes a grueling discovery.
Oh no! No!
What is it?
They're stale! They're completely and totally stale!
The camera cuts again and we see them lost in the woods, trying to find their way back to the van. This is where we get probably the most well-known scene from the special, mainly due to the edit that was made.
Well, is it our fault you wore high heels on a hiking trip? At least I try to look feminine!
I think there's someone hanging.
However, obviously Logan isn't in this version. We see them later on and we get a look at the map they're using.
Like how can you read this map? It's just a dotted line and an X. Let's just keep moving.
We see Daphne filming Velma and Fred arguing about who stole the map, when Shaggy and Scooby tell her that they ate it.
Like I ate it, man. Scooby and I ate it. With Tabasco. Yeah, Rabasco. It was like useless anyway.
We cut to it being far later at night, where they're all panicked and arguing. After wandering around for a bit, they are right back at the cemetery and realise they've gone in a circle. They all start to panic more and realise they're lost.
I'm always calm, man. I'm the calm one. I'm calm.
We cut to night again with Shaggy and Scoob going off on their own. Shaggy says that he's done with mysteries after this one. They hear a noise and see the monster. They run away. We see them all back together again and they run into none other than Scrappy Doo. He doesn't stay for long though. They walk along with him and he tells them about how he's going to catch the monster. They hear the monster and he runs up after it.
The old 1-4. 1-4? Let me at him. Come on. Let me at him.
The group leaves and ends up at a mysterious house. They enter it.
Like, let's go in the haunted house in the middle of the night. Now I know why you're the smart one.
Inside they see a radio and Velma turns it on.
Like, oh no, not music. We always get chased when there's music.
They run away from it and we see a fun scene reminiscent to the way they get chased a lot in the cartoon. We cut to Velma finding Shaggy in the basement, reenacting the famous scene from the original.
I'm scared, Like scared.
Good work, gang.
They capture the monster and unmask it.
Is just some guy.
Untie me, you intrusive kids!
Like he didn't say meddling. Doesn't he know the drill?
They ask him why he's been scaring people, and he says that he did it because it's Halloween. That's what you're meant to do. They ask him why he scared them at the cemetery last night. He says he didn't scare them last night.
Well, if you didn't do it, then who?
We see a missing person poster with the gang on it, and a news reporter says that the search parties have been looking for days, but found no trace of them.
Groovy van was found beside a dirt road. Search parties have spent several days searching the woods and found hundreds of Scooby snacks, but no trace of the teenage sleuths have been found.
So that was the Scooby Doo Project. Overall, a great special with a really cool and unique art style. It can be hard to do the cartoon characters in real life style, and they pulled it off amazingly. The mystery van is also really cool. The special does a great job at blending both the unsettling nature of the Blair Witch Project with the charm that the old Scooby Doo cartoons do have.
There it is. What is it? What is it?
It's coming from over there.
What is it? Freddy, tell me what it is.
Sorry, gang. Like it's just our stomachs.
The special is a great balance of some pretty funny comedy and some actually pretty good tension building, like the bit where Shaggy leaves the tent and screams when finding the stale Scooby snacks, and the bit where Scrappy Doo says his catchphrase and they'll run away.
Puppy power.
The bit at the end with the newspaper is also really well done. Like if it wasn't the mystery gang on it and we had real people there, you could easily convince me it's a real one. I know it was 25 years ago, but it would be cool if there were more specials like this with a mystery gang in other horror movie or game scenarios. Like imagine the gang in Silent Hill or something like that. Obviously it had to be toned down, but this was as well. It only implies that the gang dies, with them only saying that they went missing. We did get Night of the Living Do as well though. However, it wasn't in the same art style as the Scooby Doo Project. I'm also not the only person that thinks the special is great, because it won an Annie Award in 2000 for Best Animated Special. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one if you stick around.